What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few different Lava 4 setups that I found. Now, these are not my original ideas or anything like that, so I'm not trying to take credit or anything. But these are setups that do work. Unfortunately, when I went ahead and got all of these setups, I use Memu, which is an emulator. This is how I play the game in the computer. It's kind of like BlueStacks, it's just much better. So for those of you that are using BlueStacks, I would definitely suggest you use Memu. It's just so much better. But unfortunately on this one, it lagged out. And actually, I resetted it. I tried it on my phone as well, and this game mode here just kept lagging out. It's probably because there's so many things in the map, and the map, you know, you can only have so many things without your phone going crazy or the emulator or whatever. But as you can see right here, like look at this. This is real time. Like, this is me. This is how I was watching it. So this was my first run, so I was like, okay, I want to see how everything interacts. No, it was just crazy. You see that some green leaves or whatever this is? But regardless, outside of all of this nonsense that's going on in the screen, or really what's not going on in the screen, Lava 4, to me, I thought it was going to be a little easier. It's not like this crazy thing, but I did figure that it would have been a little easier. But it's a little harder than I originally thought. Now, of course, it's possible if you have the heroes, the right setup. But unlike Lava 3, Lava 4, you need a specific setup. If you don't have your pets correct, your crest, even your artifacts, you're gonna have a bad time. If you want to copy these setups, you can always remember, you can always just pause the video, check out all the setups, and try to copy it. I'm sure some of these are probably already going through line chat. I'm just showing you here that they do work. Now, of course, there are some things that I do want to clean up. Like, for instance, there was a few times where we won with almost no time left, like 10 seconds and 15 seconds. So that I wouldn't really call farmable, because at any time if one hero dies, that could cause you to lose. So once we get to around the area of winning with about 30 seconds left, I would feel pretty comfortable with that, as long as we can keep our heroes alive. Now, there were some instances where heroes went in their own way, like you see there. I think that's like Pumpkin Duke, or I think it's Pumpkin Duke and Gunslinger. They kind of went their own way, so I don't know if maybe we can change the setup a little bit to keep that from happening. And although it didn't really cost us here, they were able to stay alive, probably because of the pets. But that's something that I do want to see if we can change. I do have some bad news for people that don't have like Gunslingers and Anubis. Those are pretty much required. At least there's some people that at least gotta have one or two of them. You gotta have some of them in there, because without them, it's gonna be super hard. Now, there are some other options, like for instance, if you don't have Gunslinger, there are some setups that you can either use, like a tree, Ice Demon, you know, easier heroes to obtain. But overall, for your team, you do want to get some Gunslingers. Now, on this one, I was able to catch a little bit of footage, even though it's still kind of laggy. Like, look, there's like half the heroes are over there, even though they're really not. They're shown all the way over there because it's so laggy. But just to kind of show you guys how it would look, and this is what I'm talking about. We are able to win with 5 seconds left. So that easily means that if another hero would have gone down for whatever reason, we would have lost. So we're trying to add more damage, and that's crazy to say because we're using 4 Gunslingers. So yeah, it's kind of rough, but we're gonna try to figure it out. This was pretty much the first day of us trying it with this setup, and right in the get-go, right here, I have noticed when I was actually able to watch that the main issue right here is that Demogorgon. So I don't know if maybe we're gonna need to have specific people or specific heroes with like a silence, maybe AVR, maybe Eye of Garuda, to kind of converge on the Demogorgon. Because if that Demogorgon doesn't proc, I feel like our heroes would be okay. But the Demogorgon, once he gets out of that Arctica freeze, it just becomes a huge problem, because not only are my heroes going to start missing everything, but the damage that it does is pretty crazy. It's like one of those unevolved heroes that still hits like a quadruple evolved hero. It's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, there's like 3 Gulams healing at the same time, and a proc almost kills your hero. It's crazy. But regardless, I'm gonna try to find a team that will try to get this on farm with like 30 seconds to go. I don't really know exactly how else we can improve the team. Maybe Trixie Treat, although I don't know if Trixie Treat will actually be a better choice than like a Phantom King. Maybe Ice Demon, we can take out Ice Demon. I don't know exactly how much he's really needed, especially with like an Arctica on your team, etc. I will say that for the rewards that I got, I did not get any Walla Walla Soul Stones, so I hope that they didn't like put down the chances of actually getting the Soul Stones, because if they did, that I would really be pissed about that. But like any other game mode, you know, after a while it'll become farmable with lower tier heroes, etc. So I'm gonna try to find that setup. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until later, bye.